Ladies and gentlemen, we're live from Bellaire High School. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting getting ready to bring this one to you between the St. Mary's Snowbirds and the Bellaire Eagles. We got an old-fashioned Ski Valley Conference rivalry game going on tonight between two varsity teams. No JV game tonight, but that won't deter us from having a great evening of girls basketball, so it should be fun to see two top teams in the state of Michigan get after it, especially in northern Michigan. These two teams met last year for a district title. St. Mary coming away with that hardware after a game-sealing three-pointer by the stone-cold three-point shooter Sydney Grzinski. Charles Strail joined by my co-host Nick Wenzel tonight. Nick, you were at that game last year. It came right down to it. It was 29-28. Sydney Grzinski, with about 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter, pulled up from deep, drained it. As the story went on, Gaylord St. Mary went on to their first quarterfinal game since 2012, actually 2013. And it was a very impressive postseason run for the Snowbirds, but now in a new campaign, a new year. It's been a little bit of a rocky start for the Snowbird ladies varsity team this year. Played some tough competition early on in the season. But, Nick, what are you looking forward to tonight as they get their first true Ski Valley Conference opponent with a big test tonight versus the Lady Eagles?
I'm looking for a lot of good plays, a lot of good shots. Looking for, a lot of pressuring down low.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pace and space. The Snowbirds employed that frenetic type of basketball, so it should definitely be a very entertaining game. The Bellaire Eagles also like to pressure the ball, so typically when these teams play, it's either like a 30-34 game or it's like 61-57 because there's either a ton of layups made or a ton of turnovers. So stay tuned for which kind of matchup we get tonight. We're just getting ready for the national anthem. So we're going to step aside.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Okay, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the Star-Spangled Banner there. We're just getting ready for the starting lineups tonight between your Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds or your Bellaire Eagles, depending on where you're watching from or where you're tuning in from. I know that this game is a big crossover game. We have a lot of viewers that come and tune in from all over northern Michigan to take a look and watch the Snowbirds play the Eagles. The starters for the Snowbirds will be Macy Beble, Emma McKinley, Sydney Grzinski, Ava Schultz, and then lastly, rounding out the starting five, will be Emma Glasby for the Snowbirds. So that's the five on the floor for the Snowbirds to start this one. For Bellaire, we should see, I would imagine that this team will have 23, Abby Uhas. So, Nick, the five starting players for the Snowbirds, what do you anticipate to see from them tonight, as this is a very, very experienced group? They went to a quarterfinal last year, only lost one player. So it should be, an opportunity for them to play with that level of consistency and experience early?
Well, I'm looking for them to play down low, to stay inside, to get that stealing opportunity to get down the floor for a great getaway shot and just put it up and in and get some points up here on the board for the Snowbirds.
Yeah. So 5 starters for the Bellaire Eagles are Carson Fisher, Abby Uhas, Isa Ray, Jace Summers, and Elena Alant. So those 5 Eagles getting ready to take on the 5 Snowbirds for the first couple of minutes before each coach will head to their bench. Pat Schultz will go to that bench early and often during this game. Nick, want to remind everyone that you can text us in on the Professional Seamless Gutters text-in line. We're going to put that number up on the screen here. Once the game gets rolling, Doug Curtis to get the tip up in the air, throws it up, controlled by St. Mary's, right to Sydney Grzinski. Corner it goes to McKinley. Snowbirds are going to set up their offense up top. Bellaire looking like they're in a zone defense. That's very typical for the Eagles, as the Snowbirds are going to have to move this one around, get some good inside and out looks. First shot of the game is taken by McKinley off the backboard. Put up and in. Nice shot by Emma Glasby. She was in the right place at the right time for the first points of the game for the Snowbirds.
Great job there by Emma.
Yeah, Emma got the first 2. She's in the backcourt right now trying to pressure J.C. Summers. J.C. Summers is going to pull the long gun 3. No good. Rebound comes out to McKinley. He's got a one-on-one opportunity. Blocked. Absolutely swatted by Summers. Nick, she ate that one for breakfast.
She did. There was no doubt there. She was like, get it out of my house.
Yeah, she was kind of setting that one up, kind of timing it. She knew she had the length and height advantage against McKinley, and she just kind of waited for her to go up with it. Corner 3 taken by Ava Schultz is off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Eagles, pushed up the court in a frantic pace. It goes to the far corner to Elena Alant, and it's stolen back by Grzinski. She's got a wide open one-on-one break, puts it up and in. So Grzinski gets that one to go for the Snowbirds. Snowbirds going out, scoring the first 4 points of the game, getting a chance to extend that pressure. Summers has this one tapped away, and she's eventually going to break the pressure. But Grzinski gets back, takes the steal, gets it to Schultz, and the Snowbirds secure it to Kaylee Jeffers, who's recently checked in. She's in a hurry going down the floor. Tries to come to a stop, but shuffled that back foot, and she traveled. So good start for the Snowbirds early, Nick.
That is a great start.
And each time down the floor, they've had a chance to set up the full court pressure. 2 buckets and a turnover, but that's not going to stop them, as Elena Alant has it, and she's going to be tied up by Emma McKinley. It'll be a possession arrow going to the Bellaire Eagles. So like I said, quick substitution already for the Snowbirds. Kaylee Jeffers has checked in for Emma Glasby. Snowbirds looking to maybe get some more guards in that game to extend this pressure, Nick.
They are.
Doing a real good job. Macy Bebble's going to get the steal from Elena Alant. Gets it to Schultz, back out to Bebble. She's going to squeeze through the lane, put up the floater, get it to go. Off the high glass, gets the soft bounce and in for Macy Bebble.
Great job by Macy there, great effort.
Snowbirds extending that pressure again, stolen by McKinley. Schultz in the corner 3, fakes it, puts it on the deck, goes baseline, back to Grzinski for the 3. Long gun is good. Grzinski dials it up from deep. And Brad Fisher wants a TO for the Bellaire Eagles. Snowbirds up 9-0 here early on with 5:52 to go. Not even just over 3 minutes into this first quarter. Snowbirds coming out firing. Nick, what'd you like?
I really like the effort of all of our players out there. They, including Sydney Grzinski, being hot on the fire for the 3s and just banking it from downtown and out of nowhere.
Having the confidence, but not only the confidence, but the confidence that her teammates have in here, knowing where to find her in a semi kind of scramble situation. They just forced that turnover, and they got her an open shot. She drained it, and Snowbirds right now coming out, starting this game exactly how you would want to for the Snowbirds. You got an easy putback bucket by Emma McKinley inside. You got a nice layup by Sydney Grzinski. She hit the 3 as well. Macy Bebble had a nice little floater in the lane. So far the Snowbirds being fueled by Sydney Grzinski. She's got 5. Emma Glasby with 2 and Macy Bebble with 2 points as well. So, Nick, Snowbirds only with 1 turnover. They're +4 in the turnover margin right now. Bellaire with 4 turnovers, St. Mary with 1. Let's keep an eye on that as we continue to watch this game. Going to inbound the ball for the Bellaire Eagles was number 13, Isa Ray. She's going to get it to Elena Alante. Summers it goes. She's going to break the pressure. Being swarmed from behind, throws up the running gun. No good. Back to Alante. And the Eagles are going to reset, but it's stolen by Grzinski and the Snowbirds. Jeffers is going to come away with it out of the scrum. Goes across half court, goes to Bevel. She'll look to baseline, but is shut off by J.C. Summers. Grzinski's putting it on the deck, trying to get to the basket, blocked by Summers. Rebound goes to Alex Dawson, and the Eagles are going to clear Alante across half court, shut off by a couple of Snowbirds. 3-point up by Isa Ray, no good off the backboard. Rebound comes out to McKinley, and the Snowbirds clear. They've got numbers. Grzinski's going to look at the 3. Bebel's going to take it. Bebel's going to hit off the back rim. Rebound to Summers. Quick outlet up ahead to Isa Ray. Nothing but action so far in this game, Nick.
No, the Snowbirds are just playing hard, playing aggressive and playing good basketball here in the first quarter.
And that's the first foul called on the Snowbirds. That's going to be on senior Macy Bebel, her team's first foul as well. Snowbirds making another substitution. Checking in would be Miriam Morell, replacing McKinley. Eagles still sticking with their starting 5 as they're going to be whistled for a 5-second violation. Couldn't get the ball inbounded. That's troublesome, Nick, when you can't do that and you just give the ball right back to the team that's already up on you 9-0.
It is troubling. You can't do that,
So Snowbirds coming back down, playing against this set half-court defense for the Eagles. Like to get Sydney Grzinski some open 3-point looks against this kind of defense, Nick. And she's going to take another 3, and she's going to bury it. Grzinski comes out smoking hot in the first quarter. She's got 8 points for the Snowbirds as they extend their lead 12-0. So 2 3-pointers for Grzinski and a nice little layup. Sometimes when you get a shooter like her, an easy layup early in a game, it can spell disaster for their opponents.
Yeah.
So there was a turnover by the Eagles, so it'll be Snowbird ball. Macy Bebel's working it back to Grzinski. They leave her wide open. She tries for a 3rd consecutive 3, but no good. Gets her own rebound, though, as the Snowbirds are going to reset up top. Bebel working around Miriam Morell into Schultz. Back to Grzinski. Looks at the 3. Bebel takes the 3, and it's up and in. So the nice play from Grzinski to Bebel, and the Snowbirds go up 15-0.
Nice job there by Macy Bebel.
A little bit of a full quarter court trap as they almost get the turnover. Sydney Grzinski came flying in there. This might be some of the best basketball she's played in terms of a stretch of 4 minutes, Nick. 12 points in 4 minutes, couple of steals as Ava Schultz is breaking away with this one up and off the glass. Rebound comes out to Bebel. Grzinski is trying again. Got it. Got all 3 of them and more. Grzinski is on a heater. She's got 11 points right now, and Brad Fisher is going to have to make an adjustment to try to deal with Sydney Grzinski right now. 3 made 3-pointers in the first 4 minutes, 30 seconds of the first quarter. Snowbirds up 18-0. That foul was on number 24, Kaylee Jeffers, for the Snowbirds, so the second team foul, as Bellaire's having a hard time dealing with this pressure, and Brad Fisher will take that timeout to try and set up a press break to see what they can do against this Snowbird pressure. With that, we're going to take a quick TO and thank our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. This is Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bellaire, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Okay, welcome back in, everyone tuning in wherever you're watching from. Let us know. Hit us up on that text-in line in the bottom left of your screen. Text us where you're watching from, who your favorite Snowbird is, and let us know who you think should be the player of the game tonight. as the Snowbirds are up 18-0 early in the first quarter over the Bellaire Eagles, the Ski Valley Conference rival. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds are Grzinski, Jeffers, Schultz, McKinley, and Morrell. Going up against the Bellaire Eagles, they have made some quick substitutions to their offensive lineup, as right now number 13, Isa Ray, has the ball, and she's getting a lot of pressure in the corner from Miriam Morrell. Finally gets it out of there to Alex Dawson, and this Snowbird defense, Nick, is absolutely suffocating.
They're working hard out there.
They really are. So, I mean, this has already been about a 45-second long possession defensively. J.C. Summers is going to square up on Kaylee Jeffers and bury the 3. The turn and face up little reverse pivot, and she drops it. Grzinski's going to come back, fire, and short rebound Jeffers as she goes back to Grzinski. Grzinski now goes 3 for 5 from deep early on in the first quarter, but got to get her some more looks, Nick, because I bet the next one's going to go down.
Yep.
Snowbirds working it around up top. They go to the corner to Miriam Morrell. She'll swing it back to McKinley, trying to enter the interior of this zone defense. Grzinski goes back to Jeffers. She'll penetrate the paint. Miriam Morrell hoists the 3, no good, but look who cleans up the offensive rebound, Nick.
Puts it back up and in, Sydney Grzinski for
That's
the Snowbirds.
right. So she's got 13 so far for the Snowbirds, leading scorer in the game as the Snowbirds go up 20-3, extending that pressure, and that's going to be a foul on Emma McKinley. And that's going to let us kind of take a little breather, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you, Charles, right now so far right now in this quarter, it's already starting to look like a blowout here.
Well, this game can change in a hurry with the way that the J.C. Summers is capable of scoring. She's going to pull another 3, Nick, and she's going to knock it down. So that's her second 3 of the ball game, and just as I said that, Nick, she hits one. So it's a 20-6 game with 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Snowbirds up. Look to see if they can get it into the heart of that zone, get it inside and out. That one's going to be a turnover. So I believe that's the second or third turnover so far. Maybe the second turnover for the Snowbirds, as this first half has been extremely well played for the Snowbirds.
Absolutely.
Inbounding for the Eagles is number 15, Isa Ray. She gets it to J.C. Summers, and Summers is going to knock it down on the 10-foot pull-up. She's got 8 points, all 8 for the Eagles. Snowbirds go inside to Glasby, back to Bevel. She'll pull the 3 short. Rebound chased down by Glasby. And Snowbirds are probably, and no, they're not playing for the last shot here. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see what they can do, get a good quality shot. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to play for this last shot of the game, or the first quarter, I should say.
Looks like they're going to call a full timeout here, Charles.
I want to get some texts, some shout-outs that we got coming in. We got one that says, "Let's go Snowbirds." Emma Glasby is my pick for player of the game with that first amazing bucket. And let's go Peyton, too. And then another text from Gavin Beble. Huge 18-0 run opening the game over a conference rival. Sheesh, we be rolling. So keep sending us in those texts on the Professional Seamless Gutters text in line. We'll read them up on air. But first, we want to thank our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. With 4 locations in Gaylord, Bellaire, Boyne City, and Sheboygan, the Gaylord Eye Care Center want to keep everyone at the top of their game. And new this year, the Gaylord Eye Care Center is partnering with Next Level Broadcasting and sending every MHSAA certified official a free consultation at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. So if you know an official, send them into the Gaylord Eye Care Center to get a free consultation, because the Gaylord Eye Care Center wants to make sure that everyone, spectators, fans, officials, are at the top of their game. So thank you to the Gaylord Eye Care Center for partnering with Next Level Broadcasting to do that, and partnering and being in the Gaylord and Bellaire communities. Snowbirds up 20-8 as Macy Bevel gets the inbound pass. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds is Bevel, McKinley, Glasby, Jeffers, and Morrell. They're going to work this ball around up top between Bevel and McKinley, trying to burn that clock. Goes to Jeffers in the corner. She'll pull the three-pointer too strong. Rebound is going to be Bellaire basketball. Coming out of there with it was Genevieve Massey. J.C. Summers has it up top, guarded by Kaylee Jeffers. Summers with all 8 points in the quarter for Bellaire. She's trapped. Got to put it up. No good. And that shot falls short. So at the end of one quarter of play, Gaylord St. Mary over the Bellaire Eagles 20-8. But still a lot of time left to go in this one, in this fierce conference rivalry. We're going to step aside and be back in a minute with the second quarter action on Next Level Broadcasting.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
These days, pretty much every business has some sort of discount or rewards program. The only problem is with all these different places doing it different ways, it can feel like a juggling act trying to remember which thing to bring where. Luckily, there's a service that will take all that hassle away for you so you can just give up the juggling act altogether. For the Local offers you exclusive access to discounts at all your favorite local locations for just $5.99 a month. And the best part about it is, the only thing you gotta remember is the one thing you'll never forget, your cell phone. So go on forthelocal.com today, sign up, and let us take care of the juggling for you.
Want to welcome all of our viewers back in. We're at Bellaire High School tonight between a conference rival matchup between the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds and the Bellaire Eagles. A well-played first half for both teams. Snowbirds go to the corner for Grzinski. Shots off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bellaire was Genevieve Massey, but a turnover at midcourt gives it back to the Snowbirds. Macy Bebel has it as the Snowbirds reset. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds. Bebel, McKinley, Glasby, Grzinski, and Schultz. 5 starters are back in for the Snowbirds. They go down in the low block to Schultz, in and out, back to Bebel. She'll put it on the floor for the 15-footer, up and in. So Bebel with her second bucket of the evening as she got that one to drop.
Stolen away here by Sydney Grzinski.
That was a nice steal by Grzinski. Picked the pocket of the Bellaire Eagle. Back out to Grzinski. She's pulling the three. She's dropping it. Oh, my goodness. Sydney Grzinski is living right. She's got 4 3-pointers in the first half. A total of, let's see here, do some quick math. That is 15 points for Grzinski. And that one's stolen by Macy Bebel. She's going to cross over, get it up off the glass and in. Scoop shot's good for Bebel as they open up a 5-0 run to start the second quarter. Exactly how they drew it up if you're head coach Pat Schultz. So that'll give Macy Bebel a quick 9 points to go along with Grzinski's 15.
That was a great shot by Macy Bebel right there.
Bellaire Eagles have it, being trapped in the corner. Emma Glasby with some nice defense. And an offensive foul was called, or was that a travel?
That was a travel on Bellaire.
Travel on Bellaire. So leading scorers for the Snowbirds, Grzinski with 16, Bebel with 9. Schultz is going to pull from atop the key. Bang! Drops the three-pointer from the top of the key for her first basket of the evening. So it's been a 3-point onslaught for the Snowbirds. That's their 5th made 3 so far in the game. Eagles go far side of the court. Genevieve Massey has it. Excuse me. That's a lyric. Let's see here. We got to get this name right.
Looks like.
Yeah, it was Genevieve Massey who had it and turned it over. So the Snowbirds will have it up 30-8. 5:40 to go in the second quarter. They go inside to Grzinski. Back out it goes to Bebel. Real nice inside-out look. Bebel crosses over at the top of the key. McKinley puts it on the floor and airmailed pass right into the student section. That's a spectator eliminator right there, Nick.
It is. It's like you're sitting in the front row of a Major League Baseball game. Look out.
I mean, you got to have all hands on deck at all times, and somebody took it off the chin. That's going to leave a mark. They're going to show up to Wednesday's first hour class with a black eye.
Yep.
So Addie Patton triggers into J.C. Summers for the Eagles as she brings it down the court. Snowbirds not showing too much pressure right now as Bellaire goes to the far side corner to Elena Alant. Back up to J.C. Summers. She's going to set, pull the three. No good. Fight for the rebound is controlled by the Snowbirds. Bevel up court has it. Back to Schultz. Fakes the three. Puts it on the deck. Stops. Pops. No good. And Alant's going to let that one go out of bounds. It'll be Bellaire basketball. Just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Snowbirds with a commanding 30-8 lead. Nick, I don't know if I've seen the Snowbirds play this good of basketball for the first 12 minutes of a game.
You know, they came out firing, like we said, and they're on a hot streak right now, and nobody can stop them right now. They're just unreal to stop, you know.
That's right. So corner goes to Massey. She's going to go around up top to Addie Patton. Patton still working around, being guarded by Ava Schultz. And that one's deflected by Grzinski. She's going to break away up court, put up the left-handed layup. Floaters no good.
Oh, no.
And Grzinski goes down. Nick, I didn't see what happened. It kind of looked like
I think the girl tripped her on accident.
She got tripped on accident, kind of got their feet crossed up, Nick.
Well, I think the girl tripped her, and her knee curled up underneath her, and she rolled.
Okay. So with Grzinski down on the floor here, we're going to step aside and be back right after this as head coach Pat Schultz and athletic director Brad Fisher for the Bellaire Eagles attend to Grzinski. This is Next Level Broadcasting. Snowbirds up 30-8. We're going to step aside and be back after this.
I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bellaire, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
So as head coach Pat Schultz kind of helps Sydney Grzinski walk this one off, we're going to kind of see if we can cue up a replay to see what happened to Grzinski as she was going up for that layup attempt. Nick, as you said, it kind of looked like they got their feet crossed inadvertently.
Yep.
And then once the feet got tangled up, it looked kind of like her knee got twisted up a little bit.
Yep,
So
she did some kind of forward somersault, and it kind of curled up underneath her, and that's where she rolled.
So Macy Bevel will inbound to McKinley. That play has just kind of sucked the air out of this gymnasium right now. Grzinski, for all intents and purposes, was probably having one of the best first halves we've seen her have as a Snowbird. As the Snowbirds pass this around up top, back to Bevel. She'll pull the three-pointer, no good. Rebound J.C. Summers as she went up strong for that one to clear it up to Alant. Alant with an errant pass trying to find Patton, but couldn't get it. And so the Snowbirds will control the basketball. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds. Schultz, Bebel, Jeffers, McKinley, and can't make out the number on the last Snowbird. I believe that's Gilling.
That was a jump ball there, Charles. That was on number 12 of McKinley.
Yeah, so McKinley will pick up her first foul, actually her second foul of the game. Snowbirds up 30-8. Patton has it, but stolen by Bebel. She's got Summers trying to chase her down to no avail. Rebounded offensively by Jeffers. Back to Schultz, no good. Gilling's going to come away with the rebound on the far side and put it up and in. So Caroline Gilling is in the book with her first 2 points of the game. Snowbirds doing a real good job on that offensive glass, Nick.
They are.
I like the offense for the Bellaire Eagles. Once they get it to J.C. Summers, she's been able to turn, face. She's made a couple of tough contested jump shots against some pressured Snowbird defense as she works against Kaylee Jeffers. She's going to stop, lean into a 15-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound to Ava Schultz. Snowbirds looking to push again. Schultz goes to McKinley in the corner. Back to Schultz in the corner. Puts it on the deck. Goes baseline, up and in.
Nice move there by 14 of Ava Schultz.
So that is the 5th point of the game for Ava Schultz. Snowbirds putting it on the Eagles, but with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left, the Eagles can still make a push here to close the gap before the halftime buzzer sounds. And they're going to need to do that by breaking this Snowbird press, Nick, and getting some good shots. For the Eagles, you got to like the fact that they're getting some open shots for J.C. Summers. Just a couple too many turnovers for the Eagles, and the Snowbirds have turned those turnovers into points. So Macy Bebel will bring this one down for the Snowbirds. She's going to head fake, get into the lane, put up the floater. No good. Rebound comes out to J.C. Summers. She'll clear that one off the backboard and bring it up the court by herself. That's probably the best way for the Eagles to avoid having turnovers, Nick, just have Summers bring the ball up the floor like that. So they work it around to the far side of the court. Isa Rhett has it. Going down the middle for the drive, but unable to finish was Alex Dawson. Snowbirds coming out of there with it. Bebel up to Jeffers. Nice pass, but Jeffers couldn't finish the layup.
Nice rebound there.
McKinley got the offensive board. Schultz back to McKinley. Head fake, drive into the paint. Got it swatted by Summers. Oh, man. She's going down one-on-one. Summers is going to stop, drop, and hit the floater. So Summers has all 10 of the points for the Bellaire Eagles tonight. And taking a quick three-pointer was Ava Schultz. No good. Off the front iron.
Foul there by number 11 of Macy Bebel.
So that will be Bebel's second personal foul. 5th team foul for the Snowbirds. It's a 34-10 game with 2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Let's bookmark this, Nick. It's 34-10 with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Let's see what the score will be at halftime. So the final 2:20, let's see which team wins the final 2:20.
Yep.
So Bellaire is going to inbound this one. It goes to number 23, Abby Uhas, and they swing it around the floor. Handling the ball is Isa Ray. Over to Dawson, guarded by Ava Schultz. See if Bellaire can get an interior touch to J.C. Summers. Elena Alant has it. Going to take this 8-foot jump shot. Gets it blocked by Miriam Morell. Deflected out of bounds. It'll be Bellaire basketball. Inbound, it goes to J.C. Summers.
Almost thrown away there by.
Deep three by Summers, short off the front rim. Nice inside rebound by Abby Uhas, and she was fouled
by 14 of Ava Schultz.
So that will be Ava Schultz's first personal foul, but the 6th foul on the Snowbirds. So next foul for the Snowbirds will put Bellaire in the 1-and-1 bonus. J.C. Summers heads to the bench for the Eagles with 1:41 in the first quarter. Let's see what kind of offense Bellaire can generate with all 10 of their points just going to the bench right there in Summers. And another 5-second call is called. Eagles couldn't get that one inbounded. St. Mary putting a lot of pressure on the inbounder, Isa Ray. And it'll be Snowbird basketball, 34-10.
So you can see over there, Charles, looks like Sydney is about warmed up and getting ready to come back in here pretty shortly.
That's right.
It's a good sign to see
working
she's
on
up
working on her right knee over there. Macy Bebble's probing the defense. Scoop shots up and in for Beble. Gets it to go. That's her 11th point of the evening.
Stolen away
by McKinley, and a jump ball is called. It'll be possession arrow favoring the Eagles. So far for the Snowbirds, Beble with 11, Krasinski with 16, Ava Schultz with 5, Emma Glasby with 2, Carolyn Gilling with 2 points as well. As we get
number 13 of Sydney Grzinski for the Snowbirds that just checked in.
Yeah, good to see her come back in the game, Nick. She was pretty banged up on that drive to the hoop.
She was. You could just see the pain look to her face. She was not happy about it.
And so Bellaire's going to inbound this one. Trap applied by the Snowbirds in the backcourt, and that's going to be trouble for the Eagles as Brad Fisher is going to have to take a timeout to save the possession. He'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with you. We're going to step aside and be back in 30 seconds on Next Level Broadcasting.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
All right, we're back at Bellaire High School, 36-10, Snowbirds lead. Want to thank our friends at J&J Construction. J&J Construction, hey, we know that during this time, a lot of people are watching these DIY shows, but you got to trust the pros at J&J Construction to get all your building and home improvement needs done. That's J&J Construction. Eagles have it with 45 seconds left to go. They go far side corner to Elena Alant. She'll drive baseline, and a foul's called on Sydney Grzinski, but Alant will head to the free throw line.
Give her credit, though. She's playing one heck of a game right now, and she's just banged up and hurt right now, and she's just giving her best.
We were taking a look during commercial break to see what happened to Grzinski as she was really in some pain on that breakaway. And as she tried to come down to brace herself, it looked like her left knee kind of twisted as she put her whole body weight on that leg. Snowbirds get the rebound from the missed free throw. Elena Alant has it after the Snowbirds turn it over. J.C. Summers back in the game for the Eagles. She'll get the ball with 26 seconds left as she brings it up the court, working into a double team, but stolen from behind by McKinley. And Snowbirds have a chance now to play for the last shot of the half, Nick. McKinley has it, racing up the floor to Grzinski in the corner. Jeffers has it, is going to go far side corner. Miriam Morrell taking the three, no good. Coming out of there with it, but she walked was Abby Uhas. Just didn't put the ball down before she made that quick move up the floor. So 6.6 seconds to go. Snowbirds with the opportunity to get the last basket before half. And it's tipped, deflected, stolen by Alant. She's got about 3 seconds before she has to get a shot up. She finds J.C. Summers, steps into the three, no good, off the front iron. So after 2 quarters of play, Snowbirds up 36-10 over conference rival Bellaire Eagles. When we come back, we'll have the Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime report and get to that professional seamless gutters text in line to read some more of your texts and shout outs after the break. So stay with us, folks. We'll have more action and our halftime analysis coming up on the Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime show right after this on Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bellaire, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Dude, check out this birthday cake I just got.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Did you get that one at the local bakeries?
No, I got it at the grocery store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I see that for a second?
Yeah.
Seriously, dude? All these 4 local bakeries, and you had to go to the supermarket? Like, it's not even my birthday.
It was for my mom.
Oh. Still. Pretty much every business has some sort of discount or rewards program. The only problem is with all these different places doing it different ways, it can feel like a juggling act trying to remember which thing to bring where. Luckily, there's a service that will take all that hassle away for you, so you can just give up the juggling act altogether. For the Local offers you exclusive access to discounts at all your favorite local locations for just $5.99 a month. And the best part about it is, the only thing you gotta remember is the one thing you'll never forget, your cell phone. So go on forthelocal.com today, sign up, and let us take care of the juggling for you.
I'm gonna tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to the Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime show on Next Level Broadcasting. I'm Charles Strail, joined tonight by my co-host Nick Wenzel. And the St. Mary's Snowbirds, Nick, have been having maybe the best 16 minutes of play that we've seen them have all season long, especially in this young season, Nick. And they've been fueled by Sydney Grzinski, just playing maybe the best 16 minutes that we've seen her play in her career as a Snowbird.
Yeah, she came out here just fired up and ready to go, and she was just, on fire that nobody couldn't even stop her.
So far for the Snowbirds, leading the way is Grzinski. She has 16 points, followed by Macy Beble with 11, Ava Schultz with 5, Emma Glasby with 2, Caroline Gilling with 2 as well. To calculate that lead, it's 36-10. All 10 of Bellaire's points coming from J.C. Summers, as she's got a couple of threes and a couple of tough buckets inside. But overall, Nick, the Snowbirds came out early on, and the tempo really threw Bellaire off. And the three-point shooting for the Snowbirds was, they were on fire, I believe. They made 6 three-pointers in the first half. Beble with 1, Grzinski with 4, Schultz with 1. That makes 6. And what do you have to say?
That's, if I were the coach, I would be telling my team right now, guys, we got to stay more focused. We got to get more shots off, and we got to get more effort into this game, and we got to come out in the third half and just play smart.
Want to get to that Professional Seamless Gutters text in line. It's on there in the bottom of the screen. Let's make that I'm going to make that a little bigger for everybody watching at home. So that way you can text us, because our text in line is blowing up right now. Nick, it's really just kind of going off. Let's put that right next to our logo on the screen so everybody can see it. That's 231-350-9040. If you're looking to text us, we'll read your text on air. We got to catch up with. We got to catch up with Grandma Sharon and Uncle Mike watching from Florida tonight. That's Macy Bebel's grandma and her Uncle Mike. So thank you for tuning in, Uncle Mike and Grandma Sharon. Also want to give a good shout out. It says, go Emma, and nice job on the air, cousin Nick Wenzel. That's from Kaylee McKinley.
Aw.
Aw.
Thanks, Kaylee. Appreciate you and all the support you've given me doing this broadcasting stuff and all your love and support that you've given me through the past year. So thank you for this.
And thank you for tuning in and checking out the Snowbirds with a commanding lead at halftime. Some more texts we got. We got another text from Gavin Beble. It says, feed 13. And for all those who don't know who 13 is, that's Sidney Grzinski. Gavin, we're going to extend that to you. So how about this? Gavin, if you're listening, you texted in saying feed 13. How about you pack a lunch for Sidney Grzinski and give it to her in the cafeteria tomorrow? If you're saying feed 13, show up with a pizza.
Yep.
Bring Sid a pizza tomorrow for lunch, Gavin Beble. That's the Next Level Broadcasting challenge to you. And I'm going to follow up on that, too, by the way, because I'll be at that St. Mary game tomorrow night versus Forest Area for the boys. So, Gavin, if you're listening, if you're saying feed 13, better give her some food.
Yep.
Okay? And then we also got another text in from Tom Pratt saying, great job, Nick. You have found your calling.
Thanks, Coach Tom Pratt. You are the man of the hour, and I appreciate all your support through Next Level Broadcasting. Also, thanks for allowing me to be a St. Mary's fan, and not only that, but a manager for you also. So thank you, and go Birds.
Well, Nick, it's a 36-10 lead, and so far, Snowbirds have pretty much played their A-plus game. Bellaire hasn't really put together their A-plus game in the first half here. It's pretty evident just by looking at the scoreboard, but also the box score as well and the different variety of players that have scored. Grzinski, as I said earlier, leads all scorers with 16, Beble with 11, Schultz with 5. Anytime you have two girls in double figures in the first half, generally going to lead to good things. Bellaire, one girl doing all the heavy lifting. That's J.C. Summers. But talk a little bit about what you've seen from J.C. Summers and her ability. We saw her just a couple times, like catch out on the perimeter, turn around, pull up a 22-foot jump shot and drain it. So she has that capability of catching fire in a 2 to 3 minute time span. So the Snowbirds, even though they have a 26-point lead, they can't fall asleep as it pertains to guarding Summers.
Yeah, she does a great job with her footwork, and she's got an all-natural shot on her, and she's got so many moves on her that that she can just put up in each game, and she knows how to rack up points, and it's by doing those fancy moves that she's got. So
got some more text coming in on the hotline. It says the St. Mary are 3-point wonders. I would have to agree with that, but I would amend it to 3-point snipers. I mean, making 6 3-pointers in the first half, 4 from Grzinski, 1 apiece from Schultz and Beble. Just doing great job from the perimeter. But that inside-out game for the Snowbirds has proving to be a little bit too much for the Eagles to handle. Snowbirds did not attempt a free throw in that first half. All their points coming from the field goals. So
yeah,
maybe in the second half, the Snowbirds are going to be able to get to the free throw line, generate some easy baskets, or should I say free baskets.
Yeah.
So for myself and Nick Wenzel, this has been the Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime show. We're going to be back as we get ready for third quarter action between Bellaire and Gaylord St. Mary next on Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bellaire, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
And here we are, just getting ready for the third quarter of play. About 20 seconds left before we inbound the ball here in the third quarter. I think it'll be really important, Nick, coming out the first 4 minutes of this quarter to see what each of these teams can do and see how they want the pace, the tempo, and the overall energy of the third and fourth quarter to be played with. For Bellaire, you got to think that they have to make a concentrated effort to get the ball into J.C. Summers and do a better job of dealing with the St. Mary pressure. Maybe allow Summers to bring the ball up by herself, clear it out as best they can, so she can work one-on-one versus her defender.
Yep.
It'll be St. Mary to inbound the ball. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds are Bebel, McKinley, Schultz, Grzinski, and Glasby. All 5 starters in for the Snowbirds that started the game. They're going to work the ball around up top. Bebel has it, goes inside to Grzinski as she turns it around, and the Snowbirds reset back up top. Bebel's going to penetrate the paint. Corner it goes to Schultz, looking to put it on the floor, but the Snowbirds will move this one around again. Already with the 30-second possession to begin the third quarter as they're making that defense really move from side to side, Nick.
That's called great footwork and great ethics of sports right there.
I agree with you, Nick. Also really good in terms of principle about how to play offense against a zone defense. This is going on a 40-second possession as Grzinski's going to hoist the 3, but no good. Rebound comes off the rim to J.C. Summers. She's going to clear it up the floor to Alant. Let's see what Bellaire does on their first offensive possession, Nick. They come near side, putting it on the deck, trying to get to the rim. Shots up, no good for Isa Reh, and a traveling violation called on Ava Schultz as she was trying to make a quick move and get away with that defensive rebound, but to no avail, so it'll be baseline out of bounds for the Eagles. Isa Reh inbounds, looking for J.C. Summers. She's going to step behind the deep, long line. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound chased down by Emma McKinley. Snowbirds have numbers up to Bebel. Back out to Schultz. Up top to Grzinski. She's going to head fake, put it on the deck. Tries to squeeze a pass to McKinley. McKinley is down on the floor, but coming out of there with it is Elena Alant as she looks for some help from J.C. Summers. So a little bit of jitters in the second half so far, Nick.
Yeah.
J.C. Summers is going to pull the three-pointer and drain it. So that's her 13th point of the evening for the senior from Bellaire. She's got all 13 Eagle points as the Snowbirds almost turn it over, and foul will be called on Elena Alant. A little oohs and ahs from the home fans there as they thought that it was a backcourt violation before the contact occurred.
Yeah.
But upon review, we think that it was a bang-bang call. Probably could have gone either way.
Yep.
As the Snowbirds work this one to the corner to Grzinski. Almost caught on the bench. Back to Grzinski it goes. She's pulling the three-pointer.
Here it is.
And we've got a wedgie. The ball has stuck right between the rim and the backboard. So that'll be a possession arrow. It will go to Bellaire. They'll have the possession arrow. We need to get a big guy out on the floor. There was a guy out there earlier dunking during halftime.
Come on, Coach Schultz, you got it.
We know that Scott Hankins, that official down there, he's got some pretty good vertical game. His son Zach Hankins goes 7 foot tall.
Wow.
So some tall genes in the Hankins family, but he's unable to get up to the rim. So he just went and grabbed a mop and punched it out of there. So the possession arrow will favor the Bellaire Eagles.
I don't know if you noticed or not, when the ball wedged up in there, Ava kind of looked at it. She's like, I don't even think I can get that one out.
Well, I don't know if Sydney Grzinski could have done that again if she tried. Just one of those times where it's just like an aw shucks moment. So Bellaire takes the ball on the possession arrow. They're down 36-13. They get it to Patton, and she's going to pull the three-pointer. No good. Defensive rebound is secured by
Emma Glasby.
Yep. Snowbirds go back to Grzinski. She's taking the corner three-pointer. No good. Rebounded inside by Isa Reh, and J.C. Summers clears for the Eagles.
Great effort there, again, by Sydney Grzinski.
Fast-moving third quarter already. We're down to 5 minutes and 10 seconds as Macy Bebel is going to pick the pocket of Reh, put it up and in off the glass for 2 for the Snowbirds. So give Bebel her 12th and 13th point of the evening.
Great shot there by Macy Bebel.
And that one was turned over on the errant pass by the Eagles. You know, Nick, I thought the Eagles really had a good offensive game plan the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. They were moving the ball. Summers came out, hit a shot. Look for them to go back to some of that motion offense against this Snowbird half-court defense.
Yes, absolutely.
Key for the Eagles, though, is to be able to get defensive stops, bring it up the floor, and then get good shots, not have to fight against the Snowbird press. As McKinley is going to put up a three, no good. Offensive rebound to Grzinski. Inside it goes to Schultz, back to Grzinski, moving it around the perimeter. Bebel will hoist, put up the three, gets the roll. Oh, man, she got the St. Mary parishioner bounce on that one,
She
Nick.
did.
And
Great feet work by the Snowbirds, you know, just doing the pass routine, back to each other, back and forth, and eventually gets it wide open and shoots a three.
So Snowbirds go up 41-13. Bebel with 5 points in the quarter. Isa Ray triggers that one. It's coming out to Kaylee Jeffers. She'll go up the floor to Macy Bebel. Looks to swing a pass to Grzinski. Pulling the three-pointer. No good. In and out. Tough luck miss as Summers clears the rebound for the Eagles. That would have blown the roof off the building, Nick.
It would have.
And we're playing at Bellaire, but the St. Mary's fans that traveled would have stood up and shouted on that one if that one would have dropped through the net.
Yeah. Of course, our St. Mary's fans are quite the crowd section.
Yeah, they're definitely loud and proud tonight as St. Mary has a 41-13 lead over a conference rival opponent. So Bellaire inbounds it to Alant. Up top it goes, just checked in is Addie Patton. Alant has it working against McKinley. Let's see what they can do here. I would say you gotta get J.C. Summers a touch.
Yep.
And she got it. Gonna pull up a three short.
It's no good.
And on the deck for it is McKinley. Coming out of there with it is Schultz. A 2-on-1 break over to Grzinski. She's pulling the three, but it's blocked. Excellent play by J.C. Summers to track that one down. Got the full length extension on that using her wingspan to get the block as the Eagles bring it back up the floor. Up top it goes to Patton. Far side to Alant, and the Eagles are trying their best to get some offense going here.
They're going to try and feed it back to JC.
And
like here.
Patton has it stolen by McKinley. She's got numbers if she looks up to Bebel. Bebel puts it on the deck, one dribble up and in. Excellent finish at the rim for Macy Bebel. She now has 17 points to lead all scorers. 7 points in the quarter for Bebel. And that ball almost was stolen by the Snowbirds, but it was saved by Genevieve Massey. Excellent defense being played and applied by Macy Bebel. Alant has it up top, and a hand check foul was called on Kaylee Jeffers. So I like the aggressiveness of playing on the perimeter like that, Nick. That's only her second foul of the game. So no foul trouble to contend with right now for the Snowbirds. 3 girls do have 2 fouls between Bebel, McKinley, and Jeffers.
Yep, and we do have Emma Glasby that just checked in for Ava Schultz.
That's right. The Snowbirds go across court to Grzinski. She's going to put it on the deck, put up the running left-handed hook shot, no good. Foul trying to secure the offensive rebound will go against Emma Glasby. That will be her first foul, second team foul in the second half for the Snowbirds. Actually, was that foul on Glasby or was that on Grzinski, Nick? That was on
Sydney Grzinski, yep.
You're right. So up top, Abby Patton has it for the Eagles. She'll put a right-handed dribble down on the floor, but she traveled.
Great job by the Snowbirds there on effort to get the ball back there.
That's right. Macy Bebel dribbles it up the court right to Pat Schultz, and he's going to take a timeout with 1:38 remaining in the third quarter. Snowbirds up 43-13. They've extended their first quarter lead out. It was 36-10 at the break. Now it's 43-13 with almost the third quarter in the books, Nick. What have you liked so far about the Snowbirds coming out in the third quarter?
They have been dominant, like we said earlier. They came out firing as a team. They're working together. You know, they made a lot of great shots, a lot of open threes. You know, they were just on fire that nobody could stop them from downtown. You know, you get that chill down your spine that says, this is going in. I can't stop it.
I almost got goosebumps when you said that, Nick, because that's pretty much how I felt when the Snowbirds came out and started this game on that 9-0 run. You had a couple of easy baskets, and then Grzinski hit that three-pointer to make it 9-0. Head coach for the Eagles, Brad Fisher, had to take that early timeout, and that didn't stop the bleeding.
No.
St. Mary just kept it rolling all the way to a 36-10 lead at halftime. It's now 43-13. Snowbirds have extended it out 30 points. And right now it looks like they just have to put it on cruise control.
Yep.
And make sure that J.C. Summers doesn't get scorching hot.
Yep.
In the final 9 minutes and 38 seconds of this contest.
If I was Coach Schultz, I would say, hey, you got to lock somebody down here. You got to lock down and get in your spot and stay there. Don't let that girl shoot wide open.
That's right. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds are Jeffers, Bebel, Grzinski, Glasby, and Morrell. Nice pass along the baseline to Morrell. She'll put it up for 3. No good. It's rebounded inside by Glasby, and she was hacked, so she'll head to the free throw line. Foul on J.C. Summers. It'll be her first foul.
Nice effort there. Well played by Emma Glasby.
Yeah, Emma Glasby started the game out with that first offensive rebound and the putback for the Snowbirds as she gets her first one to go. But she started it with that offensive rebound, put it up and in, and misses the second shot. Rebounded by Abby Uhas for the Eagles. First free throw make of the evening for the Snowbirds as the Eagles have it up top. Abby Patton, J.C. Summers, Genevieve Massey, Abby Uhas, and Carson Fisher, the 5 on the floor for the Eagles, but they turn it over right back to the Snowbirds. So Snowbirds have it. 1 minute to go in the third quarter, 44-13 game between conference rivals Eagles and Snowbirds. Battle of the Birds tonight from Bellaire High School as Macy Bebel works against 2 zone defenders. Jeffers puts it on the deck back to Grzinski. Ball getting swung nicely from side to side here. Quick passing as they go to the corner to Morrell.
Nice
up top
work
to Bebel. She'll cross over, get into the lane, put up the floater, and in off the square. That's the backboard, and she gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, Charles. Macy Bebel's got some moves on her.
Yeah, that's her 19th point of the evening for Macy Bebel. She got into the mid-range and put that one up off the glass. Inside, it's stolen by Grzinski. She's got a breakaway opportunity. She puts it up, and you could kind of see in the back of her mind there as she was heading up with that layup that she didn't want to have.
She didn't want to re-injure that knee again.
Yeah, she didn't want to re-injure that knee as she kind of went up a little gingerly. The foul was on 24, Genevieve Massey for the Eagles. So Grzinski heads to the free throw line for her first free throw opportunities of the night. And that one is good for her. So she's got 17 points as she gets ready for her second attempt. Second one is up and
good.
in. So 18 points for Grzinski, 19 for Bebel to lead the Snowbirds tonight. Snowbirds extend that full court man-to-man defense as J.C. Summers gets a screen and pops a 3 air ball off the ring finger of Macy Bebel, so it'll maintain Bellaire basketball with 2.1 seconds left to go in the third quarter. This quarter flew by, Nick.
It did. Went by real fast, Charles.
Bellaire inbounds to Massey, tries to get a shot up, and she couldn't do it. She was trying to get out behind the three-point line to try to get a three-pointer up, Nick, so that'll do it after 3 quarters of play. Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds up on the Bellaire Eagles 48-13. When we come back, fourth quarter action right after this.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Here we go, fourth quarter action between the Eagles and the Snowbirds. Next Level Broadcasting here. Charles Strail along with Nick Wenzel. Don Murray Strail operating our camera tonight. Shout out to my mom for coming in to fill in on the crew. And the Snowbirds have a commanding 48-13 lead over the Eagles as the Snowbirds pass this one around the perimeter. Try to get it inside to Emma Glasby, but no good. Stolen by the Eagles, Genevieve Massey, but tapped away from behind by Glasby. So the ball flying around here in the fourth quarter early on as the Snowbirds clear this one. To Jeffers it goes. She'll take the three-pointer. No good off the backboard. Rebound, Ava Schultz inside. No good. Stuck between the window and the rim again. And Bellaire came out of there with it in a foul. Who was that foul? Was that a foul or was it out of bounds, Nick?
That was out of bounds on Bellaire.
It was Genevieve Massey who tried to make the saving attempt on the baseline, but the Snowbirds go to Jeffers. She'll drive into the paint. McKinley has an open look. She takes it off the backboard and knocks it in. So McKinley knocking it down from deep for the Snowbirds.
Nice shot by McKinley there.
Her first points of the evening. So Snowbirds up 51-13. Playing a very complete game as Alex Dawson had it up top now to Patton for the Eagles. And it's stolen by Jeffers. She's got a one-on-one left-handed scoop shot. No good, but fouled from behind by Alex Dawson. So that'll send Kaylee Jeffers to the free throw line. Snowbirds have been taking some more free throws in this second half, Nick. Didn't have any free throw opportunities in the first half when they scored 36 points, but now getting to the line at a more frequent rate.
Yep. Jeffers gets it up and good for the first shot.
That was Jeffers' first point of the game.
Yep.
Second one is
Second's
up and in.
good. That's 2 points in the game for her.
So we've got a 53-13 game. St. Mary extends that lead to 40 points so far for, I mean, Nick, for 26 minutes of play, it's been all Snowbirds.
Absolutely.
Bellaire goes to the corner to Alex Dawson. She's going to work against Caroline Gilling. They try to swing it up top. That's number 21, Carson Fisher, with it. Working around and being pressured heavily by Emma McKinley, trying to find some help, and they eventually get it to Massey. Massey goes up off the glass, rebounded by Ava Schultz. That ball is moving around for the Snowbirds all the way up the court. McKinley puts it on the deck. Foul. They say she got hit in the face, and she comes away with a big smile after that one, Nick. It looked like she dished out most of the contact there as she was going in hard for the layup attempt, but she gets to go to the line for her aggression.
That's me being a proud cousin right there.
Have you seen your cousin, come at you with that kind of aggression before, Nick?
Oh yeah, we played basketball in the driveway at Jill's house, and she's aggressive. I mean, she runs me over literally. It's like I felt like I get hit by a Dodge Ram.
Dodge Ram, huh?
That's how hard she hits.
Like a 1500 half-ton,
full truck.
Ton diesel?
Diesel truck.
Oh,
yep.
Okay. So you heard it here right from Nick Wenzel. Emma McKinley hits like a full-ton Dodge Ram diesel when she's aggressive and playing driveway basketball.
Yep.
So that free throw was no good as the Snowbirds had a lane violation, so wipe it off the board for McKinley. As the Eagles now just trying to lick their wounds a little bit, Nick, as they find themselves down 53-13 as a foul was called on Jeffers. So that'll be her third personal foul. But
and checking in looks like for McKinley, it looks like number 10 of Emery Bloost.
Yeah, so Blue's getting a little action in the last 4 minutes of this game. Inside it goes to Summers. A lot of contact, no good. Jump ball called. The possession error will favor the Eagles. It looked like Jeffers had it, and then Summers just kind of took it right back.
Yep, and then a couple of Snowbirds got a little feisty for it, and that was a great effort almost by them. And
so
looks
it
like
goes inside to Summers. She'll turn, pivot, put it up and in from about 9 feet out. So she gets it to go for her 15th point of the evening. She's got all 15 for the Eagles, Nick.
She does. Jeffers was a little frustrated there for a minute because she gave a little hand signal to the girls down the court there for our team, and she's like, somebody's got to stop that girl.
As the Snowbirds go to the corner to Bloost, try and get it swung. Jeffers makes a good play on the ball to get it to on the far side.
Nice pass
to
by
Glasby.
Peyton.
Glasby got it to Bloost, and Bloost got it to go.
Nice assist pass by Peyton Glasby over to Emery for that shot. Great job.
So that was 2 freshmen working together there, Nick, to get that bucket. It went Glasby to Bloost. Bloost with the bucket, Glasby with the assist.
Yeah.
So the Snowbirds are going to bring in some auxiliary bench players here as they sub in Alira Cook. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds are Alira Cook, Emma Bloost, Carolyn Gilling, Reese Thompson, and Peyton, I think I missed one. And Peyton Glasby, Bloost, Thompson, Gilling, and Cook. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds. As Bellaire moves it around up top, they go to the corner to Massey, and she's trapped by Gilling. She's going to get a 5-second count, and she does.
Yep.
Smothering defense. And at that point in time, it's a really, really tough position to be in if you're Genevieve Massey, because you have your back turned to all of your teammates.
Yeah.
Your pivot foot, as that one's up and in. Deep 3 is good. Who hit that one, Nick?
I think that was Alira Cook on that one.
Yeah, Alira Cook, number 33, dropping the triple for the Snowbirds.
Great shot.
That was a great shot. Good confidence to shoot that one, too. As driving baseline for the Eagles. And taking the 15-foot jump shot was Patent. Inside rebound, back out to the Eagles. 3 is up, no good. Off the backboard, it'll be St. Mary basketball. 5 on the floor for the Eagles as J.C. Summers' night looks like it appears to be over. Snowbirds go down to Cook again. She missed it. Inside rebound, Reese Thompson. And the Eagles dribble that one out of bounds.
And it stays with Bellaire there. No, it's going.
It'll be back
Snowbird
basketball.
basketball.
Yeah, this and just to summarize this, it's been a real tough game for the Bellaire Eagles. Just finding it hard right from the jump as Emery Blues is going to miss that one. Peyton Glasby there to clean up the offensive rebound and get it back up and in.
Nice help by Peyton Glasby. Great job between these 2 teammates of us.
So Glasby's first points of the evening.
Stolen away again by Peyton Glasby there. She takes it on the run down the court. Tries to get it up and didn't go. Alira Cook even tried to get it to go. Still didn't go. Yeah, it looked like there was a jump ball there, and it's going to go back to.
It was a foul on Carolyn Gilling. So Bellaire ball. Yeah. Well, as the Bellaire Eagles work this one around up top, it goes to Pat, and we're going to kind of, as Lyra Cook gets the steal, she's going to put it on the floor, breakaway layup, no good.
Oh.
Just couldn't find the angle off the backboard, Nick.
Yep.
So as we wrap this one up from Bellaire High School, unofficial scoring for the Snowbirds, leading the way was Macy Bevel with 19, Sydney Grzinski with 18 for the Snowbirds. 5 points for Ava Schultz, 2 points,
away.
2 points for Jeffers, 3 for Glasby, 3 for Cook, 2 for Gilling, 2 for Glasby, 2 for Emery Bloost. Hopefully that totals 60 points as the Snowbirds get a 60-15 victory over conference rival Bellaire Eagles as the Snowbirds improve to 2-0 in Ski Valley play. For all of our sponsors tonight, Jimmy John's, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, J&J Construction, as well as for the local discount codes and coupons. This has been a Next Level Broadcasting production. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll have more Snowbird action tomorrow night as the boys team takes on the Forest Area Fife Lake Warriors from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium at Gaylord St. Mary High School. That game will tip off right around 7 o'clock. So tune in, look, and follow for the Facebook page for all the information, the link, and how you can share that to all your friends and family. And thank you for tuning in and texting your favorite player of the game on that Professional Seamless Gutters text in line. And to all, have a great evening. Good night.